Alright guys, so essential words for IELTS, TOEFL, TOEIC, CAE, and what have you. So, observe.
Observe.
Absurd.
Observe.
No.
Yeah, I know.
Spanish people, it's z, for God's sake. Observe.
Absurd.
So observe. What is the difference between observing something and watching something?
Observer.
When you observe something, you watch something very carefully.
Yeah.
You sit down and you say, I observed every move. You know, if I'm a teacher and I'm teaching and somebody comes to my class from the office to observe my class, they want to see how well I teach. Am I a good teacher? Am I a bad teacher? Hello? Yeah? So, that's called observing. To observe, as verb, noun.
Verb.
What is the noun?
Observation.
Observation. Observable, observer. We also have observatory. What is observatory?
Place you can
Love?
see the
You can check out the stars and everything.
Oh.
So there's something like this. And here is and here's the moon and the stars. So here's a telescope. And this is Ray sitting down here in his chair, observing the stars. So this is the observatory. Observatory, right? To observe, observation. To watch carefully. We're observing every single move they're making. Observation. Next word, ongoing. First of all, human beings like to observe the behavior of monkeys. Human beings like to observe the behavior of monkeys. I made the observation that you're not happy. Ongoing. What is ongoing? The ongoing talks between the rebels and the police. The ongoing talks between the rebels and the police. The ongoing talks between the rebels and the police. The ongoing investigation. Yeah? If something is ongoing, it means it's going on. It's continuing. The ongoing negotiations between the rebels and the police. The ongoing negotiations between the rebels and the police. So, when something is ongoing, it's going on. The tutoring project is an ongoing program. So, maintaining roads is an ongoing, no, it's ongoing. And everyone knows ongoing, right?
Yeah.
You don't have any problems with ongoing. Cool.
Ongoing.
Proposed. Ongoing. Ongoing, no. Ongoing. The
Ongoing.
stress is here. The ongoing talks, ongoing.
Ongoing.
Proposed.
Ongoing.
Proposed. Everyone knows proposed.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes.
What's a noun?
Proposal.
Proposal.
No.
Propose.
Javi the Spaniard. He's the conquistador
Proposition.
here in the class. The conquistador. Javi the conquistador. So propose.
Propose.
Z.
Propose.
Yes, propose.
Propose.
To propose, right?
Propose.
What is a noun?
Proposition.
Proposal or proposition.
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 So proposal proposition. Proposal, proposition. John proposed to me. Proposed to Lisa last night. So here it means John said, pop the question, I want to marry, will you marry me? So that's proposing. So John proposed to Lisa last night, will you marry me? Do you want to do it very romantic way, so Sahabi, like going down on your knees and that? Okay, how would you like it for me to propose? On a boat? On a skyscraper in a balcony? Or hanging by...
On the baseball game.
in a baseball game? Huh? Grabbing the microphone in the baseball game like, hey, Kay! It's like it's hundreds of thousands, like 100,000 people are there. Will you marry me?
No?
No, it's embarrassing.
That's embarrassing?
Yeah.
That's
It's American.
It's not
American
American.
thing.
no.
No, I prefer.
Like coming to your house like at night, like serenading like with a whole band of my musicians and my friends and all that. It's like, like when you come out and like, what's going on? I can't sleep. Kay?
That is a bit nice.
Yeah? This is proposing.
Propose.
So when you propose to someone, but my boss rejected that proposal. So another word for that would be to suggest.
Yes.
So we have two ways of saying it. One is suggest. One is suggest. Sometimes some Americans choose to say suggest, and some choose to say suggest. I usually say suggest, but you can say suggest. Suggestion. The more usual one is suggest, right? Suggest and suggestion. And that was your suggestion. That was your, or I can say John's suggestion. You say something, you say, oh, that's just a suggestion. It means I'm not saying do it and stuff. It's just a suggestion, guys. So I'm just suggesting. It's just a suggestion. That's just a suggestion. That's just a suggestion. It's just a suggestion. To make a suggestion, to make a suggestion. So I want you to learn is to make a suggestion. He made a very good suggestion. He made a very good suggestion. John made a very good suggestion. I have a suggestion. I have a suggestion, right? I have a suggestion. I have a suggestion. Go ahead. John made a very good suggestion. I think I agree with John's suggestion. But proposal is a little bit more formal than just a suggestion. Suggestion is when you speak. Can I make a suggestion?
A proposal is más in business.
Yeah, you can have a business proposal. You can write things, and that's my proposal. You submit your proposal. To submit a proposal. To submit your one's proposal. One's proposal. Please submit your proposals by Saturday, 25th of August. Please submit your proposals by Saturday. So that's submit. You send, submit, right? So proposal, but suggestion, suggest. To suggest. John suggested that but this is a good case in grammar though. So propose. Have you watched the movie Indecent Proposal? The Indecent Proposal? You haven't? Have you watched the movie The Indecent Proposal? Yes. The movie Indecent Proposal, Anna. The movie Indecent Proposal, the gentleman indecent because it was not a decent proposal. You know, decent? Indecent proposal.
Okay.
So we have decent and indecent, right? If something is indecent, it's not very good, right? If you have a decent life, do you know what that is? When you have a decent life?
Yeah.
You have a decent life, you have a nice job, which is good, and then you have children perhaps, and then you try to make a living,
Decent.
you work hard, yeah?
Yeah.
But if something is indecent, for example, we have indecent language. Which is using swearing words and all that. Indecent exposure. If you just take it out.
Mooning.
Mooning. Like mooning. Yeah. So mooning is when you take off your pants and then, will you moon me? So, that's mooning. Have you ever mooned anyone, Kate? No?
I wish I.
Is that a practice in Japan? Do people moon?
No.
No?
Way.
No?
No.
But it's a practice in the US. It's like, yeah. Which side do you wish to be on? The mooning side or the mooned side? Do you like to be mooned or mooned? Which one?
What's the difference?
When you're mooned, somebody moons you. When you moon, you moon. Do you want to be the subject or the object of this indecent action? Indecent behavior. So, did you like to be the subject or object? Which one?
No, I don't like both.
None of them.
No.
Okay. So Javi, how about you? You like both of them, right?
No, the subject.
The subject?
Subject?
Yeah.
Or subject. Woo, that's Javi. Okay, that's indecent, right? That's an indecent exposure. Now, Indecent Proposal is a movie about Robert Redford, who's a millionaire or maybe a billionaire. He's offering $1 million for one night with a man's wife. And it's a beautiful movie, it's very nice, so it's rather old now, but it's beautiful. So that's an indecent proposal. So the boss liked your proposal. So what do they do with a proposal? Either to accept, approve, or reject, or disapprove a proposal, right? So my proposal was rejected. My proposal was rejected by what? By the committee, right?
Yeah.
It was rejected. My
Committee.
proposal. They rejected my proposal. Committee.
Committee.
A committee.
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 A group of people
Yeah,
who
yeah.
get together to decide. So my proposal was rejected by the committee.
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 It was rejected. My proposal was rejected by the committee.
Committee.
They rejected my proposal. Or they approved my proposal. Now I have submitted my proposal, and it's yeah. So we have the word ongoing. I also want to give you the word pending. No, we have ongoing, right?
Yeah.
Negotiations are ongoing. If you say negotiations are ongoing. Or talks are ongoing, negotiations. But negotiations means talks, right? Means people are talking and negotiating. So ongoing negotiations, ongoing talks. But what is pending? If I say the decision is pending. The decision is pending.
Almost break. Like, no?
Still not there, okay? We're waiting for the decision. The decision is pending, like it's in the air, suspended, right? So we cannot move pending the court's decision. We can't we can't do that pending a court's decision.
Okay.
Means until the court's decision. So if something is pending, it's there, but it's not decided yet. So you don't have the result yet. So it's pending. Transaction is pending. If right now I'm doing something online and it says transaction is pending, transaction is pending, means it's being processed. Means it's being processed, but not finished yet, right? Pending. So pending is both adjective and preposition. So as adjective, something that is pending is going to happen soon. The pending election. Or a container for keeping papers, something that to be pending file. Yeah. Or not yet decided. Many trade disputes are pending.
Yeah.
But
You need the.
But pending as a preposition, sales of the drug have been stopped pending further research. So here, pending the court's decision, here it's a preposition.
Yeah.
Preposition. And if you say the result is pending, your transaction is pending, here it's an adjective. So it's pending, will be processed, or is being processed, will be processed, not processed yet. It's pending. And so the court met on Monday, but the decision is pending. Means I still don't have the decision. There's still no decision. So the decision is pending. Well, I have many pending cases in the court. So pending, it's like for future, it's not resolved yet. So we know proposal, suggest. The governor is going to propose new taxes. To propose new taxes. The governor is proposing new taxes, right? What is the next example, okay? Yeah, proposal.
Proposal. Her proposal was well accepted.
Her proposal was well accepted. Her proposal was accepted. They accepted her proposal. So you either accept the proposal or you reject it.
Rejected. Disapprove.
Disapprove it.
Disapprove.
Next word is
Restore.
restore. To restore. To restore confidence. That's one thing we always say. Restore confidence. People have lost confidence in the system. People. You know consumer confidence? Consumer
Confidence.
confidence. Consumer confidence? Do you know that? Consumer confidence? Now, consumer, who's a consumer? We're all consumers because we go shopping, we buy things, right? So we are the consumers. Yes? Now, if we lose our confidence in the system, like what happened in the US during recession, people lost their confidence. They did not want to spend their money. They wanted to save. The US economy is not about saving. It's actually about spending and consuming. Consumption, consumerism, right? So right now I talk consumption and consumerism. A consumerist economy. Consumerist The word consumerism is especially good for those who want to take IELTS or TOEFL or CAE. Because there are many topics about consumerism and the consumerist economy of our times. We're living in a consumerist world where advertisements and TV commercials all the time encourage people to buy and buy and buy and buy. So basically the US economy is mostly about consumption. 70% of the US GDP, which is the gross national product, or gross domestic product, the GDP is about consumption, domestic consumption, people buying things, or investing, or... This is called consumption. So that's why consumption is so encouraged. Now, consumer confidence is very important because people should be confident in the system. They should trust the system. Okay, I get my money from the bank, I have a job, so I go spend my money. So the economy, the wheels of economy spin and turn. But if people think, oh, I'm losing my job next month, if I make $2,000 this month, I'm going to keep my money as much as I can. I'm going to save as much as I can. I'm not going to spend my money. I'm not going to buy that extra shirt or that extra whatever, or I'm going to say no to my stomach when I see that beautiful piece of chocolate lying there in the store. I stop myself, right? Well, personally, I can't, but some people do it. Do a good job. That's consumer confidence. Now, it's upon the government or big businesses to restore confidence. To restore confidence that has been lost. He restored by confidence. It is a beautiful restoration of the old table, which is
house.
Restore.
No, you can
restore. Yeah, no, not really. Remember the word restore with confidence. I want you to learn the word restore with confidence. I want you to see who is going to restore my lost confidence.
Okay.
Who is going to restore the people's lost confidence? The people's lost confidence. And here, we should talk about the word trust and mistrust. Mistrust. Restore, I want you to learn restore with confidence, because that's a collocation that it usually appears with. To restore confidence. Now, people, to lose one's confidence. So we say people have lost their confidence. People have lost their confidence in the system or in the government. People have lost their confidence in the government. That means people do not trust the government anymore. So people don't trust the government. Mother, do you think they'll try to break my balls? Ooh. Mother, should you trust the government? Yeah? No? Yes? No? Do you trust the government? Your Spanish government?
What?
Do you trust the government? Yeah?
No.
No?
I don't know.
So what should government do? What should the Spanish government do to restore your trust and confidence in the system? There's no way you can restore my trust. No. Once the confidence is breached, once confidence is lost, when you lose your confidence, to lose confidence, right? To lose one's confidence. Once the confidence is lost, it's so difficult to what it?
Restore.
To restore it.
Restore it.
To regain it. To regain it. To restore it. Revitalize.
Revitalize. Revitalize.
Okay. So
Revitalize.
the key word here is mistrust. There is a wall of mistrust. A wall of mistrust. There's a wall of mistrust between us. Yes? What happens when couples cheat on each other? They lose each other's confidence or trust. And it's so hard to restore confidence. To build that trust again. Confidence building measures. Confidence building is so hard. Okay. Next word, very good word, vital. So, what is vital?
Essential.
Yeah, but can you give me an example for something that is vital?
Water. Water is vital for
What?
us. Water is vital.
Water is vital.
Vital.
Water is vital.
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 Water is vital is a vital element, vital for existence, right? Correct?
Yes.
Yes.
So money is vital to the success of a program?
No.
Vital. Adjective. Extremely important or necessary. Like these measures are vital to and vital for. It is vital that. It is vital to do something. So vital to. Vital for. It is vital that. Regular exercise is vital for health. Very good. So regular exercise,
It's vital for the
regular exercise is vital for
health.
health. If you want to stay healthy, you should exercise regularly. Regularly, right? You should exercise regularly. So regular exercise is vital, absolutely essential, absolutely essential. I can also say vital for health. Now collocations could be absolutely vital.
Absolutely.
It is absolutely vital. So we have absolutely vital survival skills, for example. Survival skills. Survival skills. Survival skills are absolutely vital. Morning. I want that bread back. And we appreciate the fact that we guys never have tummy aches. Javi and I, we had a great discussion this morning. So, Saki, what is vital? Thank you. Essential. So vital, she's talking. If she can't be heard, I can hear her. We have absolutely essential, absolutely vital. I want you to learn the collocations. Absolutely, it's absolutely essential that you regularly exercise. It is absolutely essential for you to appear in class, no matter what. Vital. Water is vital for existence. Okay. It is vital that you keep accurate records. Okay. So on and so forth. So we know vital. Okay, now there's a part that you don't have it on paper, so just listen and I'll get you the stuff right now. Yeah. So guys, what is the word? Does anyone know the word ambiguous?
Yeah.
What is ambiguous?
Like the referee.
Bless you. Ambiguous.
You say this and you say that.
That's good. Yeah, I know. Well, he knows what it is.
Confused.
Yeah. Saki, I'm sure you know this word. He said something that was ambiguous. But he's right.
You say one thing, but you do another thing different, totally different.
English.
No, not necessarily like look, in English. If you say something ambiguous, it could have two
It's not
opposing
clear.
meanings. It's not clear. So ambiguous means unclear and unclear and vague, because it can have two meanings that are totally different. So ambiguous. Darby said something very ambiguous. I didn't understand. Should I stay or should I go? Should I stay or should I leave? What he said was very ambiguous. It was very vague, unclear, vague, ambiguous. It's like two meanings, right? He said something ambiguous. I don't know whether I should stay or leave. Should stay or leave. He said something very ambiguous. That was ambiguous. So ambiguous is the adjective, right? What is it now? Ambiguity. Ambiguity. He spoke with ambiguity. He spoke with ambiguity. Or the document is full of what?
Ambiguity.
Ambiguities.
Ambiguities.
Ambiguities. Sometimes you want to dispel the ambiguities. That is, get rid of the ambiguities. Dispel the ambiguities. The men received an ambiguous message from their boss. A mixed message. We received an ambiguous message. It's like a mixed message or signal. Have you heard mixed message? Mixed signal? Does it make any sense to you? Look, you see a boy in the bar or somewhere on the street. He's sending mixed messages. You don't know. Or in the office. You don't know, one day you think he really likes you, and he really wants to ask you out, and one day you think, no, he hates you. So you just don't get it. He's sending mixed messages, mixed signals. I'm getting mixed signals from him. I'm getting mixed messages, so that's mixed messages. Mixed messages, mixed signals. So mixed signal or message, ambiguous. In speaking, we don't usually say ambiguous message. It's formal, but we say mixed signal, mixed message. He's sending mixed messages. Mixed messages. Mixed messages or signals. To send or to receive or get. I'm getting a lot of mixed signals from this guy. I'm getting a lot of mixed messages from this guy. I'm getting a lot of mixed signals. I don't know. Does he like me? Does he hate me? Should we go? Should we not go? He said something that was rather vague. Very vague. It was not clear. It was not clear. It was vague. Vague.
Vague.
Yeah. And please do not mix up vague with Vogue. Do you know Vogue? It's a brand also.
Yeah.
Vogue means fashion, something that's popular fashion. So something is Vogue means like a fashion, a trend, and something like that. So don't mix up vague with Vogue. So ambiguous ambiguities. The document, the legal document, was full of ambiguities. It was very ambiguous. It was vague, unclear. Now, ambi basically means two. For example, we have, I want to give you two more words with ambi here. If a person can use both left hand and right hand, you know, you're either left-handed or right-handed, right? You can be left-handed or right-handed. Do we have any left-handed people here?
Only Chris.
Chris? Oh, Chris. So left-handed. Sometimes they call them lefties. But some people can use both left hand and right hand. They are
ambiguous.
Ambidextrous.
Dexterous. Because then we have dexterity.
Yeah.
Ambidextrous.
And we have dexterous. And ambidexterity. So if you're ambidextrous, ambisextrous, clothing for both sexes. Ambisextrous, ambidextrous, and ambidexterity. If you're ambidextrous, you can both work with both hands. Ambidextrous. We have ambivalent. Ambivalent. And ambivalence. Not sure whether you want or like or something or not. We are both somewhat ambivalent about having a child. Ambivalence. If you're ambivalent about something, to be ambivalent. So that's a very good example. We're both ambivalent about having a child. We are both ambivalent about having a child. Sometimes you're ambivalent about something. You don't know whether you actually like it or not. You want it or not. You're shilly-shally. Have you heard shilly-shally?
No.
Shilly-shally? Nilly-nally? So, yeah. If you're shilly-shally, nilly-nally? Dilly-dally, shilly-shally? Nilly-nally? Yeah. So dilly-dally, shilly-shally? I don't want to talk about, yeah. So if you're shilly-shally about something, it means irresolute, vacillating. You don't know. Shilly-shally, hesitate and take a long time to decide. You don't know whether to do or whether not to do. Shilly-shally.
Shilly-shally.
If you're shilly-shally about something, you're like, you can't decide. I'm shilly-shally about it. It means, shall I do it? Shall I? Or shall I not? I'm shilly-shally about it. Dilly-dally, shilly-shally. Shiv up little, don't wanna.
Silly-sally.
Yeah. So shilly-shally, yeah? It basically means you're ambivalent about it. But we don't usually say, look, I'm ambivalent about it, unless there's a formal situation. The committee is ambivalent about awarding this person the prize due to his past criminal record. The committee is ambivalent about awarding the Peace Prize to this particular person due to his past criminal record. Does it make sense? So if you're ambivalent about doing something, you don't know whether you should do that or you should not. Ambivalent about having a child. So you're having second thoughts. So we have ambidextrous, ambisextrous, ambivalent, and ambiguous. Ambiguities. Say ambiguity.
Ambiguity. Ambiguity.
Ambiguity.
Ambivalence.
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 Ambivalent.
Ambivalent.
Ambivalent about.
Ambivalent. Ambivalent.
Is there anything you're ambivalent about? Were you ambivalent about coming to Canada? Or going to the US, maybe?
Ambivalent.
Yeah, that's ambivalence. You don't know whether to do something or not. You're shilly-shally about it. Yeah? Speaking of shilly-shally, we have many of these things, like topsy-turvy, shilly-shally, nilly-nally, right? And dilly-dally. Ambivalent.
Ambivalent.
Yes. Apparent, apparently. Yeah? Well, this word is definitely, it's an easy word. So we have apparent. Apparently. It was apparent that he needed to rest. It was quite apparent. It's apparent that, what else can I say instead of apparent here? It's apparent that he needs some rest. It is apparent that she comes from a rich family. What else can I say instead of apparent?
Obvious.
Obvious. Very good, very good, very good. So obvious, exactly. It is obvious.
But
Apparently, he cannot make it. So apparently he can't come to the meeting. Apparently, no one apparently knew how to solve the problem. Apparently, no one knew how to solve the problem. It appeared that. That's the way it appeared. You can also say it appears that, it seems, that. Let me also talk about the word seems. No one seemed to know the answer. To know the answer. No one appeared to know the answer. No one seemed to know the answer. No one appeared to know the answer. Chris seemed to know the answer, but he didn't answer. He seemed to know the answer. Javi, you seem to know the answer, but why don't you answer? Javi seemed to know the answer, but he didn't answer. Guys, where's Saki?
Period.
Yeah. Oh, the next word is Javi, could you get the papers?
Yeah.
There are some more papers. Thank you very much. Sorry. Arbitrary. Have you heard the word arbitrary ever before in your lives? Arbitrary. Thank you for coming. Thank you. I got for only the first papers because I wanted it to be quick. So, arbitrary. So, the court's decision, the court made an arbitrary decision. If a decision is arbitrary, you believe that they haven't taken into consideration, to take into consideration, right? To take into consideration different factors. So to take, for example, different factors into consideration. You believe that it's kind of dictatorial. It also means random. If the court makes an arbitrary decision, it means they just decided that, okay, you should go. You can't stay. Without proper ground, without any sound rationale or base for it. Arbitrary decisions are not based on solid facts or rationales or reasons. It was an arbitrary decision made by Darby. He said, okay, I should go to that campus. I can't teach in here anymore. Why? Darby said. It was an arbitrary decision by the committee. And arbitrarily, the committee arbitrarily decided arbitrarily. Let me give you more examples. So, her choice of clothing seemed arbitrary. The teacher arbitrarily decided to give the class a test. It means out of the blue. Arbitrary. An arbitrary decision decided or arranged without reason or plan, and which is usually unfair. The arbitrary arrest of political opponents. the arbitrary arrests of political opponents. So this is basically not based on reason or a plan, and it's usually unfair. An arbitrary decision is usually unfair. You don't like it, it's unfair. And it's not based on a reason or a proper reason. It's just because somebody decides dictatorially, maybe. Arbitrarily. Arbitrary arrest. The arbitrary arrest of political opponents. The arbitrary arrest. An arbitrary decision. An arbitrary decision. Arbitrary decision. The committee decided arbitrarily in favor of John. The judge decided arbitrarily in favor of Saki. Even though all the evidence was in favor of Ray. Yeah. Yeah, because she was cuter? I don't know about the judge. Arbiter. That's the word, it's a word that is not here. But who is the final arbiter? For example, we have the final arbiter. The final arbiter. Arbiter means like judge. People are the final arbiter. In so many cases, we would say people are the final judges. Who's the final arbiter? You know arbitration? You have a case and you take it to arbitration. You go to arbitration. To go to arbitration. Arbitration. If you go to arbitration, that means you and I have a problem, Holly. We said, let's go to K, whatever she says. K would be our arbiter. If she decides in your favor, you win. If she decides in my favor, I win. And of course, guess who she's going to decide in favor?
Arbiter.
Arbitration, an arbiter.
Arbiter.
So we have arbiter. The designer has reserved regular arbiters of taste. Okay. The final arbiter, the European. So arbitration, adjudication. Both sides have agreed to a binding arbitration. The dispute is going to arbitration. Someone is going to decide. So who's the arbiter here? The people? The committee? The judge?
Judge.
Who's the judge? Who's the arbiter? Ray? Oh, I would love to be. I would love to be the arbiter.
Arbiter.
Assert. Very good word.
Assert.
A very good word.
Assert.
Assert. An assertion.
Assert.
Assert. Javi, are you an assertive person?
No.
Are you assertive?
No.
Hey, are you assertive?
No.
Saki, are you assertive? Are you assertive? So we have assert, assertion, assertive, assertively, he asserted his rights. He asserted his rights. Look, I'm not going to leave this place. It's my right to stay here, and you cannot kick me out of here. An assertive student. Teacher, you were supposed to give us a test today, but you didn't. You were supposed to return our papers, but you didn't. You can't do that to us. An assertive employee. Darby, I deserve vacation pay. What happened to my vacation pay? You can't do that to us. It's my right to have 3 months of vacation time during the year. 3 months?
3 months?
of paid vacation?
No.
He says, yes, I'm going to pay you. So that's when you assert your rights. Most Japanese people are not assertive, right? They're shy.
Yeah.
So to express or defend yourself strongly and state it positively. The government asserted its control over the banking system. The company president is an assertive individual. Now, to assert your rights, he asserted his rights. Do companies like corporations, do they like assertive employees? Corporations dislike, usually, dislike assertive employees, right? Because they usually like yes men. A yes man, right? Who's a yes man? Yes, you're right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes. Yes, sorry. Sorry. I apologize. That's a yes man. But if you're assertive, what boss wants an assertive employee? The reason why they hate me always is because I'm very assertive. No, you can't do that to me. No. Yes. No. That's being assertive. No, I'm not. I'm not very assertive. Assertive, assertively. So he... Now we know assertive. Let me see. And sometimes they're self-assertive. Assertive, behaving in a confident way so that people notice you, assertively. And what is self-assertive? Very confident. Self-assertive, self-assertion. We also have self-assertive. Self-assertive. A self-assertive person is very confident and asserts his or her rights.